Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced to reporters in El Salvador Monday that he is taking over as the acting administrator of the U.S. Agency for International Development. And it comes after CBS News learned from 3 U.S. officials that the humanitarian agency will be merged into the State Department. Rubio criticized the agency for failing to align with the country's national interest in foreign policy and said it must take action.
USAID is not an independent, non-governmental entity. It is an entity that spends taxpayer dollars, and it needs to spend it, as the statute says, in alignment with the policy directives that they get from the Secretary of State, the National Security Council, and the President.
CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe is in Panama City and joins us now. Ed, what does the State Department's takeover of USAID mean for the agency? What impact will Rubio have now that he's director?
Well, it means that the agency is going to get much smaller and come under more central control. This is something that was first attempted by Secretary of State Madeleine Albright during the Clinton years, and she failed at trying to bring the aid agency under the umbrella of the State Department. But now it appears to be happening, and as Rubio said earlier today, once he arrived in El Salvador, this is going to become a big priority now for the State Department to go through all that funding and figure out what really does make sense to continue giving money to and what perhaps needs to end. The White House tonight has sent out a laundry list of examples of, maybe 5-6-figure sums that were given out to all sorts of programs. Not surprisingly, they seized on ones that appear to have some ties to diversity, equity, inclusion programs in other countries. The White House, the Trump administration more broadly arguing that's not how taxpayer money should be spent on foreign aid, but Rubio seemed to signal that its sort of broader purpose of providing relief to famine or to natural disaster or in the wake of conflict would likely continue, but certainly under more streamlined management.
What can you tell us about his visit to Panama and how that has been going?
Well, it's over for now. He's on his way, or he's in El Salvador tonight, but it was here that he began this 5-day trip across Central America and the Caribbean to launch his time as Secretary of State, arguing that the Western Hemisphere needs to get more attention from the United States and that the U.S. needs to be reasserting its influence across the region if it wants to seriously tackle the trade of illegal drugs and the flow of migrants across the hemisphere. So he started here in Panama, reiterating President Trump's concerns about potential Chinese influence over the Panama Canal. The Panamanians turned around and assured Rubio that it's 100% Panamanian controlled, and then announced they'll be ending a partnership with China and its Belt and Road infrastructure initiative that's been spreading money around the world, especially to the developing world, to try to bring countries under China's sphere of influence. He went on to Costa Rica briefly this afternoon, and now he's in El Salvador, where he's meeting tonight with President Bukele, a popular leader and notorious across this region for being someone who's been quite tough on crime, even if at the expense of civil liberties. From there, he goes on to Guatemala and the Dominican Republic. And much of the rest of the week is focused on curbing illegal immigration. We may see him observe more of those repatriation flights, bringing people back to their home countries.
Ed, I want to ask you something. President Trump has had several back and forths with foreign leaders on issues like immigration, tariffs, the Panama Canal. And some people say people fear him and he gets what he wants because he talks tough. Others say he creates chaos and then says, look, I have a solution. What's your read on his recent political tactics?
Well, the decision to focus on the Panama Canal certainly got this country's attention. And if them deciding to end a partnership with China is the deliverable or the result of Rubio's trip, that's an early victory for the administration. They can say, look, that renewed focus and concern in this region led to them dropping an alliance or a partnership with China in the coming years, and they're more focused on working with us. That's a net positive for the administration's goal. All this news today about tariffs, if this assurance from the Mexicans and the Canadians that they're going to spend more money and put more manpower along the border to fight, the flow of illegal drugs and firearms and whatnot succeeds, then he can argue that he has potentially solved that. But, some of what the Canadians announced this afternoon was already in the works to try to bolster their border security and work on the drug flow, which is minimal compared to what comes out of Mexico. So we'll see. He has signaled for years that this is the way he does business. You leverage a threat of some kind, you try to get something out of the other party, and the U.S. comes out all the better for it. In this modest case here in Panama, it may be happening, but they'll obviously continue to keep a focus on it. And by coming here first, into this region first, the administration's saying, see, we're taking you seriously. We want to work with you. and we've got our eyes on you.
Ed O'Keefe will be trading in the T-shirt for a winter coat when he goes back to D.C. Thank you.